Hello Rangers, I am back for a weekend special. We are doing the Tesla cannon build today. I don't see many Tesla cannon builds out there, and we have a brand new one as well. It will look great, and honestly, it's great for solo, it's great for co-op, and the damage is insane. Like, I can't believe the amount of damage you're doing with a Tesla cannon. I've been researching this build for the past 48 hours, so hopefully I've put it together correctly, and I hope this is the one. It is real. It deals great damage. I know a lot of people have been asking for decent solo builds, but this is a build for solo and cooperative play at the same time, and I believe it to be the best heavy gun for single shot damage. So let's get straight into it. First and foremost, as you can see, Tesla Cannon Big Boom, that's what it's called. And we'll go straight into the specials first. We're going to have an 8 in strength, a 15 in perception, a 10 in endurance, a 2 in charisma, a 5 in intelligence, 8 in agility, and an 8 in luck. Feel free to pause the video at this moment in time, just so you can jot down those numbers, so you can transfer it to your own build if you want to try out the Tesla Cannon. Just trust me, you're going to want to try this build out. It is insanely brilliant. Insanely brilliant. Try out, try out, try out. So let's get straight into the perk cards next. So, perk cards, we love the perk cards, but first and foremost, we need to get into those legendary perks. So, let's start from the top. We got legendary intelligence at a +5 intelligence at a rank 4. A legendary strength again at rank 4, +5 strength. A legendary luck at rank 4, +5 luck. A legendary endurance, +5 endurance, rank 4. A legendary agility at rank 4, +5 agility. We've got taking 1 for the team. Enemies take 40% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team. There would be other options for this one. I would say maybe... what would I say would be a great replacement for that? Yes, far-flung fireworks. That would be a great replacement on that one. If that far-flung, I'd put far-flung on there. 110%. Great for damage. But yeah, that is the legendary perk cards on there. But I have taken one for the team because I'm mainly on a team most of the time. But for solo play, I would say do far-flung. Feel free to pause the video at any moment in this time, just so you can jot down those numbers. I know back in the day I used to say to you, I'll not talk for a moment so you can jot it down, but feel free to pause. I understand space bars exist. So let's get straight into the perk cards. Very different setup from what I normally have, so yeah, I'm learning from my mistakes now. I really am. You're seeing a lot of difference now on the perk cards. Hopefully this is correct. If not, please feel free to let me know what I'm doing wrong. So let's start off with strength, which is now finished at a 13 because of the legendary perk card. We've got strong back for the extra carry weight based on strength. You know I love my carry weight, so there we go. And that will cost us 2 on strong back. We've got easy target at +75% range damage to crippled targets. This will be crippled and a range based build. We've got Barbarian for that extra damage resistance based on strength, doubled when not wearing armour. We've got Bullet Storm because we're a heavy gun build, gain 9% damage per 30 ammo spent, 10 map stats. We've got Lock and Load, keep half your Bullet Storm stats when you reload, +1% reload speed per stack. We've got Arms Keeper, your weapons weigh 75% less. Let's move on to the Perception at a rank 15 now with the legendary perk card at a rank 4. We've got Number Cruncher, your weapons have 2% increased damage per AP cost. That extra damage there is going to topple it up. We've got Downranger, you do +20% range damage to far enemies. There's a lot of range on the Tesla Cannon, as you'll see later on when we meet our boys in green at West Tech, and that's at a rank 3. We've got Tormentor, you deal 20% more damage per crippled limb your target has. There'll be a lot of crippling on this build, and you'll see we're going to implement a new card, what we don't normally have in our build videos, which we're going to discuss on this build, which we'll stack this to 30%, and you'll see. We've got Tank Killer, your ranged weapons ignore 40% armor, so heavily armored enemies, obviously like the power armor enemies and the grunt hunts and the head hunts or the super mutants, you'll plow through there. We've got concentrated fire at the 1, focus your fire to gain plus 1% accuracy and damage per shot. We've got grenade, which is going to be an explosive. Your explosives detonate with twice the radius. And the new card we're going to be discussing today, and I really think people should be now implementing this card into their builds, is Deal Sealer. Now, a lot of mistakes are made with Deal Sealer because if you look at the picture you think it's bow and arrow, but no, it's implemented to all weapons, and that is deal plus 10% damage for each impairment your target has. So if your enemy is suffering from poison, fire, or is crippled, you are doing an extra 10% damage. So Deal Sealer, secret card, great card, find a way to put Deal Sealer on there. It affects crippled enemies as well, and it marries up well with Tormentor, so that bumps that up to 30% extra damage, and you'll see that extra percent of damage on this build video. So there you go, Deal Sealer, really implement that, try and find a way in there. Deal Sealer is great. Next we have Endurance at rank 15. We've got Life Giver first, gain more HP per point in Endurance. Ironclad armor provides 25% more protection, doubled if wearing matching set. We've got Iron Stomach for increased damage and danger resistance based in Endurance while not diseased. We've got Natural Resistance, increased elemental resistance based in Endurance when not diseased. Disease cards, we know that, extra benefits from not being diseased. Great cards, always have these disease resistance cards, not diseased cards on. We've got Thirst Quencher, increased maxed AP based on Endurance while not diseased. We've got increased disease resistance based on Endurance. Fireproof, we do have Fireproof on because this will be an explosive weapon, so we'll get ricochet damage from the explosion, so we're going to try and reduce that as much as we can. So we're going to take 45% less damage from explosives and flame attacks. We've got Starch Jeans, a staple in all builds. Bear with me a second. It was just having a quick drink. You will never mutate from rads, and Radaway will never cure mutations. And finally, because we're an overeaters build, benefits of being well fed or hydrate are further increased when you have less than 10% rads. You see the benefits of being full fed when I go through the stats as always. Charisma is a quick one, inspirational, gain more XP while a team based on your charisma, and then strange in numbers. Positive mutation effects are plus 25% stronger if your teammates are mutated too. As you know, mutations come with negatives and positives, so the more we can negate the negative effects, the better for us. Next, intelligence, a lot more points than intelligence this time around on this build. Normally we're very low down in the intelligence, but this time we're very high up, and that means more intelligence is more energy damage on your energy weapons and more XP bonuses. So we've got Demolition Expert to start off with. Your explosives do plus 60% damage. We are an explosive build, so you'll be seeing the amount of damage we'll be doing. Sights for the increased energy damage based on your intelligence will be really high. We've got batteries included because we're carrying around energy fuel and plenty of it. Energy weapon ammo weighs 9% less. We got that extra strapper card because I like my junk and I like strapping those weapons and armor for that bonus junk. If you don't want that on, it's completely up to you. And then good with salt, we're an overeaters build, so we're carrying around plenty of food on this build. Food in your inventory will spoil 90% slower. Next we have Gunslinger Master, gain onslaught stats over time and spend them on attacks. Plus 10 map stats. It will be a Furious build as well, so you'll be seeing that the benefits of this. We've got Gunslinger Expert, plus 1% range weak spot damage per onslaught stat, plus 3 map stacks. Gorilla Expert at a plus 1 reload speed per onslaught stat, plus 3 map stacks. We've got Gorilla Master at a plus 5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stat. Stack plus 5, so it will be stats to 30, so we're going to get the maximum damage for the Furious at this point. We've got the Packing Light, your action points regenerate faster while not over encumbered. Completely up to you card, this one, but I'll leave it to you on that one, guys. I'll leave it to you. Completely up to you on that. I like having it on for that extra. I use a lot of fats on this one, but you don't actually have to use too much fats on this gun. Believe it or not, you don't have to, but I like to have this one on. And then we've got Adrenaline, gain plus 10% damage per kill while on a kill streak. Plenty of kill streaks on this build, plenty of damage. You will see insane damage numbers are going to be coming out. Finally in luck, we've got Finishing at 13, better criticals. That criticals now do plus 100% damage. One gun army, heavy guns gain plus 12% stagger chance and plus 75% limb damage. Class 3, the negative effects of your mutations are reduced by 75%. Brilliant. Plus 3 on that critical savvy. Critical hits now only consume 55% of your critical meter, so more critical hits, the better, the more damage you do, and you're going to be able to fire less and spending less ammo. And there's criticals on this build, poo. You're seeing 4, you're seeing 5, you're seeing 6, you're seeing 8k damage, and I'll be showing you that. And then we've got Junk Shield, everyone's favourite card. Gaining resistance based on your luck and amount of junk held. Like I said before, Junk Shield, very important. Carry 100 pieces of any junk, the lighter the better. And you'll see it will give you loads of damage resistance benefits. And that is the perk cards for this build. I just want to go over the important one again. A brand new card we're showcasing on this build is in particular Deal Sealer. Try and implement it on your builds. Don't be misled by the picture. It's not just for bows and crossbows. It's for all weapons. So Deal Sealer, important one there. I'll leave that on for you there for a moment. Pause if you feel like you need to and just jot them down. But yeah, Deal Sealer. Yeah, big call out on the Deal Sealer on this build. You're going to see some crazy stuff on this video today. Crazy stuff. It's a great build. I hope you really like it. The numbers on the videos are doing really well at the moment, so let's keep pushing. We're nearly at 600 subscribers. But yeah, that's your legendary, your perk cards and your legendary perk cards. Next we'll go into weapon, which is just one today, and then we'll go into armor straight after. But first, let's go into stats. So let's just get fully fed. We'll just do some at random for the moment. So we're fully fed right now because we're an overeaters build. So we've got the damage resistance at 787, 38 poison resistance, 38 fire resistance, 791 on the energy resistance, 38 on the Cairo, and a 450 on the radiation resistance. Our AP is finishing at a 289. Our health will officially finish at a 512. And the official damage on the weapon before bonuses is a 6-4. So let's go into effects and mutations. Mutations first. Just shout out the positives rather than the negatives because you can read them for yourself. So we'll start from the top on the adrenaline reaction, plus 5 damage per kill while on a kill streak. Remember, we have a kill streak card, so the extra damage there is going to be beneficial. We have bird bombs at the minus 45% fall speed, minus 45% fall damage, plus 4 agility. Eagle Eyes on the plus 50% critical damage, perfect for this build. And the plus 4 perception, perfect again. Egghead, plus 6% intelligence, meaning that energy damage is going to go increase even more. Electrically charged for that 40% chance to deal 25% energy damage to melee attackers. The pesky melee people, we're going to get them out of the way. We're going to get grounded at a plus 100% energy resistance, but we get a minus energy gun damage, but don't worry about that. Trust me, we're doing plenty. We've got healing factor, plus 3% health regen. We're a herbivore, so we like those fedges, and we're like 2 times the benefits of fedges. We've got herd mentality. We've got marsupial at a plus 20% carry weight, plus 320% jump height. And then we've got scaly skin at a plus 50% energy resistance and damage resistance consecutively. Speed demon would at a plus 30% 100 first while moving, plus 30% reload speed, and a plus 30% move speed. Let's just go back through them again. Feel free to pause at any moment to go through those mutations I have in there. As always, you are free to choose the mutations you prefer. And if I need to add different ones, please let me know. I'm always open to the criticism on my builds, and I always like improving my builds as best I can. So next we will go into the perk card effects, so you can see the effects of the perk cards and what they are doing in the background while you are playing. So first, Barbarian at the plus 65% damage resistance. Tanky, tanky, tanky. Bulletstorm at their 10 max stats, and here is Deal Sealer that most people are not talking about and we need to be talking about. Look, plus 10 damage, 10% damage, burning, poison, freezing, bleeding, and crippled. Crazy. It's going to stack and we're going to be doing plenty of damage. Deal Sealer right there. Demolition Expert at a plus 60% explosive damage, Downranger at a plus 20% damage versus far target, Easy Target plus 75% damage versus crippled. We've got that good with Salt, everyone knows what that does at the minus 9% food spell rank, Grenader at a plus 100% explosion size, Gorilla Expert at a plus 30% reload speed, Gorilla Master at a plus 50% damage versus close, 65% energy resistance and damage resistance on Iron Stomach when activated, Ironclad at the plus 50% armor bonus, 106 damage resistance and energy resistance when the jump shield is activated, Life Giver at 131 HP, natural resistance 39 resistance consecutively between Cairo, Poison and Fire. We've got Wandering Armor at plus 75% limb damage, Packing Light at plus 25% AP regen, Science at a plus 34% energy damage. We've got the Strong Back at a plus 43 carry weight, First Quencher at 87% max AP, Torment at plus 20% damage per crippled limb your target has, Vaccinated at that 46% disease resistance. And as we're fully fed, we've got that fully hydrated, plus 4 endurance, plus 6% AP regen, plus 45% disease resistance. And if we scoot to the top real quick, a lot of effects going on in the background on this build, as you can see. It's fantastic. Really proud of this build. We got fully fed at a plus 4 strength, plus 6% HP, plus 45 damage resistance. They are the effects of this build. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. I hope you enjoyed that moment there. Really good stuff there. So, weapons. We have the Tesla Cannon. The showcase of the showcase. It's our big boy. It's the Tesla Cannon. You can get the Tesla Cannon from inside the crater where the raiders are occupied. I'll leave a description I'll leave a link in the description to full details to where to get the Tesla Cannon. So please be aware of that. Please read the description. It will tell you exactly where to find this big bad Tesla Cannon. So let's go on the modifications. I do something a little different today just because I don't normally do it, and we'll actually go into the weapons workbench so you can see it properly. So our first modification is the Furious on there, which is the plus 5 damage per onslaught stat, plus 9 stacks. We're going to be an explosive for the projectiles explode, plus 20% weapon damage. We've got Facts optimized, so minus 35% action point cost. So we will be using Facts on this a lot, and extra damage, beautiful, really beautiful. We've got the Pinpointers at the rank 4 mod, not necessary. If you can get it, get it. I would recommend Polished as another one on this one, or maybe Bully. Bully would be a great one. I think Conductors as well. Critical hits restore 10 health and action points instantly over, and 100 more over 5 seconds for teammates, for player and teammates within a 100% radius. So Conductors or Pinpoint is completely up to you, but big numbers on there. The first modification we're having on there is the Wave Oscillator Triple Renaissance. We've got the Edison Series 2. I don't know if these are correct. If they're not, please let me know. We've got the huge Impacity for the extra, what does it give you, the huge one? 100% ammo capacity, minus 3% the aim speed, minus % the reload speed, but don't worry about that. We've got perk cards and effects to increase that. We've got the Recon Scope. Do you need the Recon Scope? I don't know. Maybe not, maybe you do, but we get a plus 5 sight accuracy and magnification, so it's completely up to you. Put it on if you want. We've got a Direct Muzzle. The Direct Muzzle offering more reduced targets damage resistance by 20% for 6 seconds. So that reduces their damage resistance, means that second firing you do, the more damage you're doing. So that is the Tesla Cannon right there. And we're going to go and see our boys in green after this, so you see how much damage we really do on this, and it is crazy. It is a room clearer, it's a tagger, it's fantastic. So that is your Tesla Cannon then right there. There are all the modifications. Please pause at this moment. Please take note of the numbers, take note of the modifications, and feel free to do as you wish. Now let's go straight into our armour, which is really basic. It's always the same on my build at the moment. We are Overeaters, what increases damage reduction up to +6%. As you fill your 101st meters, currently +6%. Because we are an energy weapon build, I'm driving an intelligence mod on there to increase the intelligence of this build. So the more intelligence, the more damage we're doing. We've got a true hikers to reduce the food, drink and chem weights. The 4-star on there, we have tanky, plus 200% damage resistance for 10 seconds while standing still. 20 seconds tool down, up to 1000 and a full stack. That is crazy on the damage resistance. You will be standing still when you're firing this, so you won't be taking that much damage. And the second piece of armour, pretty much the same again. The only difference is we have runners on this one. Sprint and action cost is reduced by 20%. I'm going to change that over time. And again on the third piece, again, Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers. And then we've got it's tankies, and now that will be at 400 damage resistance at this point on the second modification. And then on the fourth piece, tankers again for the 600 damage resistance now. Crazy damage resistance while standing still. Overeaters, Intelligence, and True Hikers. And finally, again, Overeaters, Intelligence, True Hikers. We're getting so many extra intelligent points, meaning extra damage right there. Crazy numbers. And then we've got the limit breaker on this one. Each 1 armor piece reduces the cost of criticals by -10% up to -50% on a full stack. And the modifications have on all my secret services: butt rest and deep pocketed. Deep pocketed for the extra carry weight, and butt rest for the extra damage resistance. So I'll pause it there. Those are the modifications there and there. Feel free to jot them down and enjoy them. But yeah, that is the armor. So let's go to our favourite moment of all our videos. Let's get fully fed, go and meet our boys in green, and test this bad boy out. Because trust me guys, this is a crazy Tesla build. It's great for solo play, it's great for companion play. You can be with anyone and you can do as much as you wish on this build. Change it up as much as you want, it's completely up to you, but trust me, we're doing huge numbers on this build. So let's get straight to it. And let's go. Let's start the showcase. This is the Tesla Cannon showcase. Let's go. Wow, 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 wow. Now, did you see that? Did you just see us clear West Tech with ease? It's just like a nuclear grenade, sort of. But no, it's not. It's a room clearer. Did you see the numbers we were there? We was doing 3K, 6K. It's crazy. Are doing crazy numbers with the Tesla cannon. I hope you're happy with it and run it for yourself. You can see we're doing insane numbers on there. I did some grunt hunts on here today with it, and literally 2 shots. We're finishing the grunt hunts off. It's a fantastic weapon, and it's something. Like I said, it's great for solo play as well. You don't feel like spending your ammunition too much. 2 shots you need in this. It does cost 5 per shot, but it costs less, and you're packing the pounds on the damage. It's a great build. I really hope you enjoy it. If there's anything you would change, as I see, the damage numbers are insane. I can just spray and pray, and it's just great. We're clearing the rooms, we're causing mass damage with the explosive as well. And so it's a great build. I really enjoy it, and I'm currently running this Tesla cannon build as my current main over the Elder's Mark right now, just to play around with. So yeah, if you enjoy it, please let me know. And that is another build video from me. Please let me know how I've been on this video today. Please let me know if this build's correct for you. And if you are going to try this Tesla cannon out, give me a shout. Let me know how you find it, and tell me what you've changed and the benefits you found from using this build. And I'll see you at the next build video.